We begin with a major development in the case of Randy Cox, the man left paralyzed after a police transport van incident in 2022. A judge has just made a critical decision that could change how this trial plays out for the 3 New Haven officers involved. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Hart.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules explains why both sides say they're ready to face a jury.
The state, along with the defendants and their attorneys, have agreed to consolidate the cases and will face trial together.
Mr. Diaz, you sharing that? Yes,
Officer Oscar Diaz and former officers Jocelyn, Lavandier, and Rivera are charged with reckless endangerment and negligent cruelty to persons. Attorney Matthew Popolowski, who represents Officer Diaz, says they had lengthy discussions about the decision.
We individually talk to our clients and then reach that decision with our clients. We're looking forward to having our day in court.
Former Sergeant Betsy Segee and former Officer Ronald Presley, who were also charged in the case, accepted plea deals back in November. Diaz, Lavandier, and Rivera rejected the plea deal from the state. 4 of the officers were fired by the city, but Diaz was reinstated earlier this year after the state labor board overturned his firing. In June of 2022, Randy Cox was arrested by New Haven police and charged with weapons offenses. He was put in the back of a police transport van driven by Diaz. On the way to the police department, the van stopped short. Cox, who was in the back of the van with no seatbelt, flew into a wall inside the van, hitting his head and neck. Body cam footage shows Cox being taken out of the vehicle, being placed on the ground, and then being placed in a wheelchair. He was later dragged into a holding cell. As a result of this incident, Cox is now paralyzed from the mid-chest down. The offenses Cox was charged with were eventually dropped by the state. Their next court date is January 29th to address any outstanding issues or motions. Tentative jury selection will begin on February 9th. In New Haven, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.